Hello and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. Man, I hope you guys are having a great day today. Oh man. Let's get into our email. Let's see what we've got going on. Let's see. Let's find a repair. Here's one. Let's do this one. It says, "What's up? I need something repaired. Can you diagnose what's wrong with it? My brother kicked the computer. The screen went black. And now it doesn't turn on. Can you get this done quickly? Have you heard of Intel? They're meant to be pretty good. Brother kicked the computer. Man, gotta hate it when that happens. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at what they got in there. An i5 6400 in a full tower. An EVGA DG86 full tower. Man, his brother must have broken his dang foot. All right, let's do that one. Let's go ahead and accept that. We'll probably figure out what's wrong with that when it comes in. Let's see what else we got here. Here's an upgrade. Let's do an upgrade. It says, "Hello, I hate using my computer at the moment, so I need it to get about 11,394 in benchmarks if possible. You think you do that in 4 days? Let's cool the CPU with an AIO cooler. Have you heard of Silverstone? They're meant to be pretty good. I've never cleaned it out. Is that okay?" Well, I guess it depends. It depends on how filthy your house is and how much dust is inside your computer if you've never cleaned it out. Budget of $2,250 to get a 3D Mark score of 11,394 and install an AIO water cooler. PC status, no operating system installed. What? Well, no wonder you hate using it. No wonder. You've got an i9-9980XE and a 2080 Ti. Come on. You hate using it? Jeez. Oh, gosh. Let's accept that one. Maybe we can make Brian a little happier. Maybe just a little bit. And then let's do this build. It says, "Hi, I need a new rig, and I hear you can help. Please install custom water cooling on the CPU. I saw this CPU can run as fast as 4,000 megahertz. I always overclock my GPU. Can you get 2015 megahertz for me? Can you make this your number one priority, please? EK components are meant to be the bomb." I don't know about number one priority because I think we've passed you over a few times, Edna. But we will definitely custom water cool your CPU. Probably do the whole thing. For your budget of $5,250, we will probably water cool that entire PC. Just so you know. Let's go ahead and accept that one. I'm going to step away. I'm going to get some parts for this particular build, put it into the shopping cart, and I will be right back. All right, for this custom water-cooled build, we're going to go with an EK CPU block, a reservoir, a 280 and a 120 millimeter radiator, as well as two EK GTX 1080 Ti's. For the rest of the build, I'm going to go with an NZXT Z390 motherboard in white, an i9-9900K, 4 sticks of G.Skill Trident Z Royal in silver, 8 gig, 3200 megahertz, 4 terabyte Seagate Barracuda, 1 terabyte gigabyte NVMe drive, 1000 watt Corsair power supply. We're also going to add in a Corsair HD 140 RGB LED fan. We're going to put all of that in the NZXT S340 white and purple case. All right, that's a whole lot to fit in that smallish. That's a smallish case. Okay, let's go up here to this upgrade. They want to get 11,394 in benchmarks. Let's take a look at their stats real quick. I think we already looked at it. They got an i9-9980XE as well as an RTX 2080 Ti. So they got to be getting fairly close to that number as it is. But they've only got one stick of kind of crappy RAM and a really low power supply. So we're probably going to upgrade that. They also want an AIO, so we're going to get rid of this thing. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to get some parts for this upgrade to put in the shopping cart, and I will be right back. All right, for this upgrade, we're going to put in a Silverstone 360 millimeter AIO water cooler, 4 sticks. We're going to get rid of that 1 stick of RAM they've got. We're going to put in 4 sticks of Corsair Dominator Platinum, 8 gig, 3200 megahertz, We're going to add another one of these colorful iGame GeForce RTX 2080 Ti's, and then we're going to put in a Silverstone 1500 watt power supply. Let's make sure that's the right... Yeah, that's the right graphics card. So they're going to have 2 of those when it's all said and done. So let's do this for next day delivery, both of these. Let's buy that now. Let's go here. Let's buy that now. And I think we've already accepted everything. That's in transit. All right. So let's go end our day. We can get in our parts and our repair and our upgrade, and we can get to work. All right. There's all our stuff. Let's get this thing over here. It's the one that got kicked and the screen went black. I mean, I guess it could happen. I guess it could happen. That's not too dusty for never cleaning it out. It's not too bad. Whoops. Totally missed picking that up. Let's get that over there. Let's get the post-it note over here with it. All right, let's get started with this thing. With this beast, let's check the graphics card first. Just because that sounds like something that could totally break. Nope. Nope. So what's it gonna be? The screen just went black. That would be my guess, but maybe it's the motherboard. Could be. Let's take this side of the case off. Could very well be. Let's get everything taken off here. We'll take a look at this motherboard. So I don't think they said the computer turned off. They just said their screen went black. So let's see. Motherboards. Motherboard looks good. Alright, so that's back in. What about their CPU? Let's do fits this PC. Their i5-6400 is somehow broken. Let's check their RAM. RAM looks good. Let's go ahead and reinstall that. You know what? I don't like that spot. Let's put it here. Okay. So we determined their graphics card was fine. Let's go ahead and just reinstall that as well. And I think that's all we took out. So we just need another i5-6400. Hopefully. Hopefully that's all we need. Let's find out. 6400. Let's go ahead and buy this thing for same day delivery. There we go. And we'll go ahead and get it installed. Sell that broken one though. We don't need that in our inventory. We'll take the $5. Take that $5. All right, let's get cooling back on here. Here's their cooler. Did they want any different cable color? No. Nope, they liked their red. So we're going to go back with that. Well, let's just look for red. And what red was it? Was it this ribbon plastic? I don't think it was. Don't think it was. But that's what they're getting because that's all the red I have. I don't feel like buying different. There we go. There we go. All right, let's see if this thing powers on. There we go. So it's just the CPU. No big deal. No biggie. Let's get the side of the case put on. Let's get this side put on. We can get this thing out in the hallway and out of our way. We can get started working on this upgrade. Hopefully. Hopefully. Let's just pull that out just to start off with. We don't need this RAM in here either because we're going to replace that. Let's get that out of the way. And then we'll get some compressed air. We'll start blowing this thing out, get it cleaned up so it looks nice for the upgrade. Come on. Is that all of it? Is that all the dust? Well, let's take this side of the case off and double check. I think we're good. Man, they don't have any front fans in this thing. All right, well, that's probably where their cooler's gonna go. All right, let's get everything unplugged here because we are going to upgrade their power supply. Something's still, there we go. Something's still connected. Something's still connected? What is it? What was that even plugged into? That had to be that SSD. I just couldn't see it. All right. So we've got a second graphics card. Whoops. We're going to put in here. There's that. Now let's get this thing ready for RAM. We're going to be putting in 4 sticks of Corsair Dominator Platinum memory. Not that one. These here. So they'll have a nice 32 gigs of RAM, and it's a lot faster than that 2666 stuff that they had in here before. Let's get some thermal paste on here. And then we can get, what am I looking for? CPU cooling. We can get their new cooler installed. It's the Silverstone PF360 ARGB. I'll install that up here in the front. And then we need to put in power supply. Got them a 1500 watt power supply. That'll supply more than enough power. More than enough. Let's get the PSU mount back on here. Is there anything else we need to put in before we cable this up? I don't think there is. Don't think there is. Let's see if we've got some nice, oops, can't even spell. We have some white and red, maybe. I don't even know what they had in here. I don't think they had a color, really. We're going to give them white and red because this thing has some red on it. This graphics card. There are 2 graphics cards. Okay, so I think that's all cabled up. I'm going to put a little bit of this case back together. Just a little bit. Let's get this side panel on too. I don't think this had an operating system on it. I want to say that's what the email said. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that in anyway. Let's start this up. Let's hop into the BIOS. And let's turn XMP on. Really? So that's the max for this board. So, wow. So really, that wasn't much of a RAM upgrade. So I don't even know if I could overclock it since the max for the board is 2666. What a crappy board. Like, who would even want that? Who would want it? So, see, now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. Let's go back into the BIOS real quick. So I think you can only go up to the max RAM that's supported by the board. Yeah, this doesn't seem to give any. Oh, there we go. 3600. Interesting. Wonder if this RAM can do 3600. All right, well, you know what? Let's see if it boots up. Just for fun. Just for fun, let's see what it does. We can put OCCT on there. We've got to run 3D Mark anyway. We can put OCCT on here and just make sure that the RAM's stable. Because if it's not, it's going to blue screen anyway. And then we can turn it back down, or we can pump a little more voltage into it and see if we can get a stable RAM overclock of 3600. Let's run this real quick. It doesn't take but a second, or 30 seconds. Nope. That is a no-go. That is a no-go. Should we throw a little more voltage at it just for fun? Just for fun. I think RAM's usually pretty stable all the way up to 1.65. I don't do a whole lot of RAM overclocking, but it's worth a try. It's not my PC. If we don't get it stable, we'll just go turn the XMP back on. We'll leave it alone. We might be stable, though. We might be stable at 1.65. At 3600 megahertz. Alright, well, I'm going to get 3D Mark running because we've got to get a 3D Mark score of 11,394 or better. So I'm going to get 3D Mark running. If this thing blue screens because of the RAM overclock or something like that, I will come right back and show you guys and we'll fix it together. Alright, there it is, 18,500. Definitely beat the 11,394 they were looking for. No blue screens, no nothing, no problems. So that RAM overclock worked out really well. So all we really need to do is put this case back together. We'll get the side panel put on. And we can go put this thing out in the hallway. And we can get to work on this custom water-cooled build. They just wanted the CPU custom water-cooled, but we're going to do the whole thing. The whole thing. So let's get this case taken apart. I'm going to get these fans out of here. We don't need those. We don't need those. We're going to put in our own fans. Let's get these out of here. They don't look nice. So let's go grab our case fan. We do have a Corsair HD140 RGB fan we're going to put up here in the top. And then let's grab the motherboard. We've got the NZXT N7 Z390 in white. Get that installed. Let's get this thing ready for RAM and CPU. And may as well go ahead and put in the M.2 drive. Get the CPU in first. We've got an i9 9900K going in. Let's grab our storage. Got the Gigabyte Aorus NVMe drive. It's 1 terabyte. Get that installed. And while we're doing storage, let's put in the 4 terabyte hard drive. There we go. Okay, RAM next. RAM. We've got the Trident Z Royal in silver. We got 4 sticks of that, 8 gig, 3200 megahertz. Let me get all of that installed. There we go. I like that stuff. I don't know why. I think it looks good. I like it. Let me get some thermal paste on there, and then we need to get some water cooling parts in. Let's start with radiators. We've got a 280 going in the front and a 120 going in the back. There we go. Then we'll get the reservoir. We've got the EK140 RGB reservoir. Man, there's barely enough space for that thing to fit. Just barely. Okay, next, CPU block. Got the EK RGB CPU block. That thing will light up really nice. Let me get this out of the way. Get ready for 2 graphics cards. Got two 1080 Ti's going in. They're also RGB. There we go. Oh, I need to get this ring out of the way so I can get the power supply installed. We've got this Corsair HX1000. Don't plug yourself in yet. And get the PSU mount on first. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put a couple of pieces of this case back on just while I'm at it. The dust filter put up here and the front panel. I've still got to wire this thing up, and I've still got to run piping. So what do I want to cable this with? Let's see. What do we have in the purple category? Got some white and purple. It's not an exact match of purple, but it's awfully close. I don't mind it. It doesn't clash. Get everything cabled up. There we go. Then piping. No, I don't want purple. Don't want purple pipe. Either clear or white. Maybe clear with purple fittings. Let's see what that looks like. Let's do a quick little run here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So we'll go from this GPU to over here because that's the inlet. Let's straighten it up a little bit. Yep, I like that. I like that. All right, let's go from the CPU block over here. Can we do something? Make it look a little nicer. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's do that. And we'll go from here into the GPU. Let's see if I can't make that look a little nicer. Okay. All right. Let's go from here up into the reservoir. I don't know that I like that little bend. Perfect. Perfect. And then from there over to the CPU block. Holy cow. What a bent up mess. Let's see if I can straighten that out. Takes too long. I may have to step away just to get it straight. What in the world? So many bends in this. So many bends. It's still wonky. All right, I'm going to step away. I'm just going to straighten this out just so you guys don't have to watch, and I'll be right back. All right, there we go. I think I have that how I like it. Let's go ahead and accept that one. And I think it's ready for coolant. So let's get some purple coolant. Let's see, how about this opaque UV? Oh, that almost matches the case perfectly. Let that run through. While that's doing that, I'm going to get a USB drive put in here. Oh, I like that. I like that. That looks really cool already. Ooh, we're going to have to change some colors. But before we do that, let's hop into the BIOS. Let's turn our XMP on. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. We'll let this thing boot up and install the operating system. Oh, that was nice and fast. Nice and fast. Let's get the lighting app. Do we need 3D Mark? Don't know that we need 3D Mark. Probably need this, though. And they want their GPU overclocked to 2015 megahertz. So let's go ahead and restart this. We'll get the colors changed. Overclock the GPUs. And I think we'll be good to go. Now we need to go into the GPU tuner. We need to take this up to 2015, but let's do like 2050 just because I know these 1080 Ti's can at least do that. Usually a little bit more. Usually a little bit more, and then we'll just run OCCT to make sure they're stable. Because it looks like we're stable, so we're good. Yep, we are good. Get this on. And then we can take a look here. I think this turned out really nice. That white and purple looks real good together. Real good. So it's ready to go. We'll stick it out in the hallway. Got some stuff up there, but let's see. We've got this upgrade. Let's collect that. 5 stars. We'll take that. Where's that fix? Was it this one? Yes. 4 stars. Whatever. Whatever. It's more than 1 star, so that's all that really matters. What was our... Oh, it was this one. The one I'm already on. Was our build. Let's collect that. 4 stars. PC is satisfactory. It was excellent. I water cooled the whole thing. You only wanted the CPU. And then I put in a CPU that went up to 5,000 megahertz, so... Get out of here with that garbage. Get out of here. Are there any good daily deals? $28 for a 960 gig SSD. Alright, let's open up PC Bay. We need to check on... We need to check on our sales. We've got 1 day remaining. We're up to 1621, 2256, and 2659. They're all doing really well. If you didn't see the episode where we built these, I'll put a link up in the upper right-hand corner. You can go check that video out. I'm going to end the episode here. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe. Be sure to wash your hands. And I will see you in the next episode.